So we've got ourselves a brand new season. Now let's have a look through it and we'll go through all of the objectives that we can do straight away. So in terms of the season this time around, a lot of loans by the looks of it. We've got Martinez as a goalkeeper. There is going to be some foundations, and obviously we are looking at France at the moment. We've got some bundle rewards that we don't really know anything about at the moment. And then we've got, like we say, a lot of Centurions. So I think these are dynasties they're meant to be. I'm pretty sure they're dynasty cards rather than Centurions, but it looks like a mix of both, to be honest. We have got, obviously, Taliso, but the one thing I have noticed is there isn't really anything at the end. Like, you've got, obviously, a Abile as a loan, and you've got Taram. If you need coins in FC25, lootbar.gg has you covered. They are the cheapest trading platform on the game, 8 to 10% cheaper than any others, 8% off if you use the code JT11 at the end at checkout, plus you get 5% extra on coins, with the fastest delivery system going, used by many FC25 creators such as Zorky, Manny Plus, and even Pro owners. So if you need any coins, head over to lootbar.gg, make sure JT11's in the promo code, and hopefully you enjoy. But it is predominantly loans. We've only got it for 28 days as well. So I'll be interested to know if you know in the comments when that actually finishes. Like, it's December, so whether we get something Christmassy or it's kind of just going to the next promo. Now, in terms of the objectives, we've got a lot of decent ones again. And a lot of the same, to be honest. We've got the weekly objectives, play 10, 15, score 6, score 12 and 18. That is across clubs, career mode, and also ultimate team. We have the normal ultimate team objectives, which is going to be the daily and weekly. Again, complete free. And this time round, I can imagine, as we saw, score 5 goals with French players. And then we've got play 8 games, win 6, and win 3. So it's only the score 5 with France players. And you get yourselves a lovely, like, 2,000 SBC from that. Obviously in the live we haven't got anything yet. That more than likely will come out at 6 PM. And then if we go into the manager, player and clubs, we've got exactly the same. So we've got make 5 top grade transfers, promote free youth, shortlist 10, win a major competition, participate in 10 press conferences, hire a 5-star coach, complete 20 training drills. So we've got that mixed with the normal play 5 matches, set up a training plan, hire a coach and make a tactical change. So all of these are pretty standard. So if we go into our career mode to show you, just to kind of go through, and this is why I said last week with the weekly objectives, if you can keep a save at some point with a decent team, it's going to be fantastic to be able to do that, because obviously they're not going to go with anything too crazy with obviously changing these objectives. So obviously for the first ones, play 5 matches, you've just got to literally play 5 matches. There's not a lot of difference there. When it comes to hiring a coach, you want to go into your squad on your career mode and then go into the tactical preset. We then go into coach management, and then we can obviously go and pick a new manager. So we can go and say pick here, and then you've just got to basically find a 5-star, 5-star, 5-star manager. Obviously with the first one, it's just hire a manager, which is absolutely fine. So we can just do that, and that one's done. When it comes to then doing the training plan, which is quite an easy one, you want to go again over to squad, which is already in, and you want to keep going to the right, and you will see the training plan here. Once we've done that, you can just click any, so we'll just do that. It doesn't really matter because this is just a saved career from this side. I normally change 2 of them just to be able to get it done, to be honest. And then obviously when it comes to the, I think it's the team management, this is where we'll change a tactics. So normally I'll just go into the random one. We'll just change to counter attack, and then I just change 1 role as well, just in case. Doesn't necessarily have to be that, and that should then be a lot of them done. So save that off, and then obviously we can see we should have done a couple by now if they're not broken, which would be fantastic. We'll go into the manager. We can see that we've just got the 5 matches to go here. Now, obviously, when it comes to the top 5 graded, obviously 1 save, so you can't do this on multiple. And there was something on the last time I did this with how I did it. The promote free youth players, these have got to be 90 plus on their overall. So what you want to do from here, it may be better to go for kind of a better team, but you will still find a few here. So obviously we've got 1 of them that we can promote from here. So you go into a youth squad, and then you want to promote to the senior team. Now, obviously, with this save, I've got to wait for more youth players to come in, so I'm going to have to develop some, or obviously have to go and scout some. So that's going to be that one done once you've done 3 of them, and then my mouse is not working. If then we go into the next one, we have got managers, and then we'll go into here, and then as you can see, we have done 1 already. So like I say, it's just doing 3 of them. The shortlisting players then, 10 of them, this is what you've got to do. You want to go into your transfers from here, and then what we want to do is, do we go scout report? I'm pretty sure, can you go from here? Shortlisting transfer hub, I think that was the way. I'm trying to think if you've got to do it or not. We'll soon see, because these are obviously your scout reports from your scouts, and you can shortlist from here. Obviously, if you wanted to go and search them yourself, you can go and do that by just clicking, and then we should be able to shortlist a player from there. That should do it. I know there has definitely been some questions with that, to be honest. There's definitely been people that have said it's not counted, and I think I've definitely been one of them as well. So that should be that one done. Or at least, obviously, like I say, it's not necessarily fully done. Yeah, so what I mean, add 10 different players to your shortlist on the same save file. Maybe you've got to save it, and it does work, but I'm pretty sure when you play a match, that does come back. I'm pretty sure when I've done it before, it had a problem and then it kind of worked. Win a major competition. Pretty standard. Win Premier League, Champions League, major competition, and you've done it. Participate in 10 press conferences. These are prior to the matches. You'll basically get a conference. It's quite a simple one. It's got to be done on 1 save as well. We've already done the higher 5-star. Complete 20 training drills. This one again is going to be prior to matches. So if I advance, I've got 19 days until the tournament. So I think if we go all the way, we'll see if we can get all the way without any more matches. This is the only problem. When you're doing this, you've got to just take it off if you're looking to just do the actual objectives themselves, because it does take a while. We can get in there. Tasks expired. 10 days, 9 days. This will give me enough time to go check the top 5 graded. Advance again. Obviously, we started the season because I've not really bothered going any further, so that's kind of where we're at here. Then if we go in, we've got the obviously match now, so we'll just pick a random one because we're not too fussed. From here, you should be able to advance into the training, hopefully. 6 days, 5 days, keep going. You'll get there eventually. From here, you then have the manual training. So this is the 20 training drills. You've actually got to play them. So the match pre-training here, obviously this is where you've got to do the 20 drills. It's a pretty self-explanatory one then. Obviously then you'll have a press conference either after or before, and that one will finish all of them. Then if we look at the, I want to say it's this one, because somebody did mention about the lovely graded transfers. Let's have a look. I keep going off it. There we go, manager objectives. So, somebody said that if basically you sign free agents, it's getting a grade of A or more. If you do this with free transfers, they are guaranteed an A. So 5 free transfers, that one should be done. Which then moves us on to the player objectives. Now, this one's a little bit more tricky just because you've got to do it again. So maybe you want to make a new save file for this if you haven't saved one already, because obviously you might have already done this and don't want to do a whole season again. And what it's good for when it comes to the player career, and it seems to be now that you want to do this more so than ever, is save it a couple of matches out from the team of the season, because obviously then you can make a new split off save file if this is your actual one, because you will need to do this every time. So obviously with this one, we'll go through them. You've got the major objectives. You've got transfer club, player of the season, player of the month, Ballon d'Or winner, and max out a skill category. So to do this, the player of the season, month, and Ballon d'Or winner, if you win the Ballon d'Or, if it's not fixed, then you'll get player of the season. If you want player of the season, you've got to win. If you want to win the Ballon d'Or, you'll get the player of season completed. If you get the player of the season, you'll get the Ballon d'Or objective. If they've changed it, then obviously it just means getting both. You've just got to score a lot of goals. Easiest to do it with a striker, obviously, and that is going to be it. Score as many goals as possible. That will be easy. Then when it comes to doing a kind of career with somebody, I'll show you that, because you've got to max out a skill category. This is going to be done with a My Pro. So if I load a player, if we go through from here, we've got... I think that's me. I don't think that's an actual player. So what you'll do here is basically in My Pro, you'll have the player growth. So basically for this, you want all of this. So obviously if we deallocate everything, deallocate, and there we go. So if we save that, when you go back into it, all it's got to be doing is by completing all of these. So we do 2 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. So that is maxing out a skill category. It works for all of these. It's just easiest with a 1 line, so goalkeeper or obviously pace. So that one's that done. It's nice and simple with that. I think it should work on the same career path, which it does, so nice and easy. And then transferring clubs. Basically for this, you want to go into your pro. You want to then go into My Agent, and you basically want to complete these objectives. So your path, at the end of the season, if you've completed all of the normal objectives, so successful dribbles, appearances, and outside the boxes, then obviously you will get the chance to transfer. The optional will just make it a little bit easier. If you want to change the wage, you can either make it really hard for yourself, or you can make it a little bit easier for yourself. Once you've done that, you then should be able to get the transfer at the end of the season. That's the only time you can transfer on the game, which just is what it is. Doing everything else, if you finish any of these objectives, so a fancy goal or win golden boot, you will get a manager objective or an agent objective as well. So that will do one of your weekly. Amongst all that, we then have the weekly stuff for them. We've obviously got play 5 matches, perform a hat trick. Manager favor is just basically playing a couple of matches and you'll get it. It's just being one of the favorites for the manager. It's literally just play as a striker and score. That's all you've got to do. You'll get the 10 match objectives whilst you're playing. It's basically like getting an 8 out of 10, getting 1 goal in a match or 2 passes. The agent objective we went over. 5 activities. They are very, very simple. All of it is done in My Pro. It is into the activities and just buying 5 of these. It's pretty simple. Obviously, if you've got the money or not, that's what you need to do. Then you've obviously got the Playstyle Plus, which is under personalities. We then have one of these. So for instance, if we just go ahead and change it to one that we haven't done, we'll go with incisive pass, back out, and that one should be done as well. All very, very quick ones to do. Obviously that's put us up an objective into a level, and you can see that one is done as well. And then finally you've got clubs. These are going to be just your clubs daily and weekly, same as the lovely Ultimate Team. You've got these 6 league matches and then obviously the 10 rush. I'm just going to show you where you need to go, and you will obviously need a team as well. So if you go into clubs right here, we then should be able to find it in the very first menu, because you'll have your leagues to start with. So you want to go into play, okay, I'm not too fussed, play, and then you've got your league matches there and your rush matches here. So that's just on play, and at the top you'll see league and rush. So to do these objectives, you've obviously got to go and score 3, play 2. They're just in general in rush matches. Are they in rush? Oh yeah, they are in rush. Obviously then you've got 6 club matches for leagues. You've then got 10 for rush, so they are separate. Win 4 league, win 6 rush, assist 5 goals in league matches, score 9 goals in rush, 15 tackles in league, and 25 in rush. Next week we will get the bi-weekly objectives for Ultimate Team and clubs as well, and that is everything you need to do. It is very, very simple. I must admit, I feel like we're going to get a lot of SP, because if we've got 28 days, to be honest, it still should be very, very simple to do. It's 34,000 to level 35. Let me know if this helps, and I'll catch you for the next one. Peace.